Hey guys, welcome back to Hardcore Fishing Career Mode in Stormworks. Today we are going to be building onto our massive fishing boat. We're actually going to go ahead and probably put the rear fishing nets on, and we might even do the engine as well. I don't want to go overboard with the engine. I think it's going to be like a 4-cylinder, but like a big one, if that makes sense. Hopefully we can make it kind of efficient and also work. Let's go ahead and get straight to it, shall we? Okay, so this right here is, of course, our boat. In the previous video, we ended up adding these guys right here, which are all actually pretty sick. They look quite nice. What I want to do today is obviously add the rear one. But before we do that, I'm actually going to go ahead and have these activated. So Retract is going to be on, and also Winch Up is going to be on. So when I spawn it in, this happens. Alright, I thought it was going to be nicer than that, but actually, that's fine. Wait, winch up, is that happening? Has the winch already winched? What's going on here? Let's have a little look. Up is on true, but it's not actually pulling it over. So if I like tried to chuck these guys over, then it does work. It just takes a little bit of effort. Well, that's kind of annoying because I'd like them to actually go in there, but that's fine. Okay, so what we're going to do now is actually grab this guy all the way down to there. We're going to go across to this guy, and we're going to grab all of these down here, which essentially is just the normal nets that we were using before. If I copy these and I move them across this way, I turn them sideways just like this, and I move them to the middle, I guess, which I think is there. Yes. And then we move them backwards to pretty much underneath these guys directly. That is awesome. There we go. Paste it right there. That is good. Do need to get rid of this, so we'll do that. And everything else is fine. Okay, so with that being said, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Also, side note, this thing doesn't actually have a handle on it. Oh, wait, does it? Oh, the handle's on that side. That's weird. That's really strange. Anyway, it's going to be fine. So, all of this is actually pretty much already connected. We just need to connect this guy and this guy together. And then we need to, I don't know, figure out some more controls for these. I don't want them on the same controls as these guys because it is slightly different. So, we got to figure that out. Okay, so essentially what we're doing is we're going to have a very similar setup for these guys. So, essentially we're doing it the same way. So, winch up on this one, winch up, there we go. We're going to go for winch down on this one, obviously. There we go. Okay, good. We're then going to have retract. And then extend. And then finally, release. Okay, so we just need to connect all of those guys together. On those guys back there, and then that should work too. We then need to test it out by probably sailing it, but yeah, we don't have an engine yet, or fuel, or a bridge. We actually need to do that as well, and it isn't even painted, so I need to do that too. Okay, so almost everything here is actually connected to some electricity. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this guy up to there, I guess. Yeah, sure, that's all good. But we don't actually have any controls for these guys, so we need to actually do some additional buttons. This one and this one, which I'm going to put here and here. This one is going to be for backwards, and this one is going to be for forwards. There we go. If I then connect these guys to the actual thingamabobbies, we should be good to go. Connect all those guys together, connect them to there, and now I need to figure it out. So backwards obviously needs to go to one of these. We're going to go for up. And up, and then the other one is going to go for down and down, and that should be it, I think. So down on there, down on here, off we go! Right, okay, so electricity has been connected to everything. These guys are automatically going to get pulled in. Very nice. Back there, that one isn't going to automatically happen, but if we wanted it to, we would just go to retract and winch up. Alright, let's run backwards and check if that's actually happening. Yeah, alright, that works. And then we need to check backwards works. Here we go. Backwards. Yeah, the entire crane is actually going backwards. Does it overhang enough is the question. Let's try and jump back onto this. Oh, there we go. And the answer is, oh, most definitely. Yes. Okay, that will fully work then. I'm happy with that. So now we need a bridge and we also need an engine. I think I'm going to start with the engine, and I'm going to get this thing moving today, and then we'll build the bridge afterwards. Okay, so, engine, yes, we're going to go for a 3x3, obviously, and I actually kind of wanted to put it under here, but obviously the bridge is right there, so we could actually put it directly under the bridge, and I'm also thinking, weight-wise, it probably isn't a good idea to have it all the way at the back, but at the same time, maybe it is. So, let's just go ahead and shove that there. We will shove another one, and we'll have a 6-cylinder engine, but just one of them, you know? So let's go ahead and shove this guy onto here. There, there, and there. And we should connect these guys together. So all we need to do is grab one of those, connect it onto here, and shove those two together. Here we go. Yes, 1, 2, and 3. Excellent. We then need other things, such as a belt drive, one of those, and we need a clutch on the back. Where's the clutch? There it is. Alright, so shove that onto there. That is awesome. Relatively small engine for a boat this big, but it should work. Okay, so next thing that we're going to do is add a starter. We're going to actually add 4 of those. That is fine. We're then going to try and figure out where everything else needs to go. So I want cooling to go on there. I'll actually do it on both sides. I am more than happy to do that. Exhaust is going to go on the back too. There we go. Air supply is going to go on the center, and fuel supply, I guess, is also going to go on the center, because it can. Where is that? Where's the fuel one? I actually just can't find it. Right, okay, so that's all in there. I'm now going to go ahead and try and, like, build all of this in, and I'll be back with you guys once it is plumbed. Okay, so it is all actually connected together. The exhaust comes out the back right here. The air supply actually comes out right here, which is a little bit strange. It's not the best location for it, but yes, that is fine. We're actually going to go ahead and introduce a bit of a height to this, and I'm just going to shove this under here like this. Yes, it gets in the way slightly, but it shouldn't actually impact much at all. In fact, it should be fine. So I'm just going to go ahead and shove that onto there like that. Not the best, definitely not what I wanted, but it is what it is. Cooling is done through this guy right here, which I think is fine. I'm going to add a pump on this side, though, just so that we actually do have a pump running things through it. Bosh, there we go. And I think I'm actually relatively happy with this. I'm going to grab a microcontroller for it now, and we can probably test it out. I do obviously need to add some sort of gearboxes to this, and propellers, but it should work. And there we go. So propellers have been added to the rear. Obviously, nothing is actually painted yet except these guys with the orange on them. And I still do need a bridge. However, what we'll do is we'll actually connect those to a handle seat thing. In fact, actually, let's go with a seat on this one. Here we go. And I'm just going to shove this right here for right now. Okay, so I'm going to add the microcontroller. I'm going to get this working, and we'll test it. Okay, so we should be ready to go. Obviously, the diesel tanks are in there, and as you guys can see, engine's at the back. Fuel is actually, I think, in between these guys. Oh, no, it's not. It's actually back here. That's why it's so low, but it's fine. Don't worry. We'll try and sort that out soon. Soon TM, as in it's never happening. But here we go. So let's jump in here. Press 1. Engine's on. And go. Oh, I don't have any rudders. I don't have any rudders. Also, it's not actually fully functioning. So, we're going to change the gear ratios really quickly on the gearboxes, wherever they are. There we go. Drop that down to like 3 to 2. That's fine. This is also going to go down to 2 to 1. That's alright too. And we need some rudders. Alright, cool. So the rudders are actually going to be here. So I'm going to delete that. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to shove this one on here and here and here and here. There we go. Right, cool. So connect all those to the electricity. There we go. And here as well. Good. We then need to attach the A and D down to each of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we should be good to actually go. Also, where is the fuel tank? Yeah, okay. So the fuel tank's here instead of here where I wanted it. So I'm actually going to go ahead and move that real quick. Okay, so this is it with the fuel tank moved forwards. The fuel tank is now actually between this hopper right here and this hopper right here and is lower. So, yes, we are now going to drive. We're actually going to go fishing like this. Is that a dumb idea? Yes. Is it going to work? Yes. Look at it. Oh, I'm so happy with this. Alright, cool. So, I don't have any, like... Oh. It's actually quite slow. It's very slow. We don't actually have any active stabilization either. But it's moving! Alright, cool. So, now that we've done this, how about we actually just chuck everything overboard and we just actually try and fish something? I know it's crazy. I know it is. But, let's see. So, backwards? Yes. Okay. As long as that's got to the back, which I think it has, we can winch down. And we can extend. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and extend this one as well. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, 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 no. Retract. Swing it overboard. There we go. Now we're gonna winch down. There we go. And now we're gonna extend. And now we're gonna drive forwards and hope that everything works. Because I don't know. The thing at the back is definitely gone. But I'm sure it's fine. If we just start driving forwards, we'll be okay. Alright, let's go as fast as we can. And I'm gonna try and work on fixing the winch at the back. Because that's gonna have certain issues. Winch up. Yeah, alright, cool. I wish there was a seat here, but there isn't. These guys seem to be extended out quite a bit, which is fine. We aren't actually winching down, though. We're leaving them there. Okay. Alright. Let's go backwards and see what's actually happening now. So, these ones down here seem actually very, very small. We have caught a fish, though. So, that's nice. If we go backwards, I can't even see that one. I can't actually even see it. It needs to be dragged in even further. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's just being dragged along the bottom of the ocean, but, that's fine. So it does seem a lot smaller than the other one was. Also, all of these guys seem a lot smaller than the other one was as well. So, that's kind of interesting. It's also interesting the fact that... Hold on, stop this. Winch down just a tiny bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. We're actually covering the same space. So these guys are covering the same space as each other. So this one is covering this one. And then back there, that one is actually covering these guys on this side and that side as well. It's a really dumb situation, and honestly, I've built it very, very badly. But it does mean we can actually just leave all the nets down in the water. You see, this one right here is actually caught a fish, even though it's the second net. So, realistically, it's working, I guess. Nothing's been caught in this one back here. I need to make this one way bigger. But that's fine. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and head back, because I literally have no dials or anything like that. And that's bad. However, I would say that, looking at the ship, I think we've done a really good job. Once we've actually got a bridge on this, I do think it's gonna look really, really cool. And if I can sort out the actual, like, nets to be bigger and stuff like that, I feel like it's gonna be pretty sick. Also, we need to paint it too, so we'll probably end up doing that. But yeah. We just need to head home. We'll then sell all of the fish and hope for the best. Side note, I do want to connect these hoppers in the middle to these hoppers at the back as well, just so that it's one continuous thing. And then selling fish will be a hell of a lot easier. But for now, we're just going to head home. I'll probably go to sleep before we actually reel these in. And then we will see how many fish we've caught on this tiny journey. Okay, so we are almost back. What I'm going to do now is actually pull all of these guys in. So what you want to do is, instead of extend, we want to retract. We're going to retract on this one as well. I am actually going to have to stop this from crashing. So let me go ahead and do that real quick too. And then we need to bring everything else in. Okay, so let's just go ahead and stop right now, actually. That's fine. We will, ooh, not jump overboard. We need to winch up, and we need to winch up right here as well. There we go. We did catch some fish in this one. One fish in that one. One fish? A few fish in that one, actually. And another fish right there. The one at the back didn't catch anything. So, that's okay. That is fine. It's all worth testing. So, forwards. Yeah, I think that's going to work. Good. We're then going to swing all of these guys in. So all we need to do is press this button. There we go. They've all swung in. And now we release. But yeah, we didn't really catch very many fish. 9 fish. We caught 9. I mean, that wasn't... we weren't out there for very long. And we weren't actually a very quick vessel. But I think our nets need to be bigger. You know what's funny about that? We can actually just grab all of those. Like, we can pretty much grab most of them. Obviously, we've left, like, 3 behind, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and release this one, too. I don't think it caught any fish, but we can actually check. Yeah, it didn't catch any. Alright, let's go sell our fish manually. And go from there. So, our fishies are over here. We have pike in our hands. We currently have 154,200. Bam. Now we have 154,600. Woo! We made like $500. Nice. Okay, cool. Well, that's good. We've actually built something that works. It does need some, obviously, like, tinkering. What I think we'll do is we'll move this guy over to this side over here. So it's massive. This guy down to this side over here as well. Again, so it's massive. And then on these guys, I might actually just send this guy, like, really far this way. This one really far this way. And do the same with these guys as well as the bottom parts. Obviously, when it comes to actually retracting it and stuff like that, it might be a bit of an issue, but I don't think so. We'll see. Anyway, for now, thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And in the next one, we are going to be building a bridge. We're going to sort out the nets so they're a hell of a lot bigger. And then we'll probably do a fishing expedition. Oh, we do need to paint it too. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Goodbye.